All right, today we're going to talk about the cool colors and the warm colors before we start planning our painting. The cool colors are colors that remind us of things that are cold. So out of my colored pencils here, I've got blue. That reminds me of cold water. Violet. That kind of reminds me of when I get really, really cold and my lips turn purple. And I've got green. I've got a dark green and a light green in here. That kind of reminds me of like cool green grass. There is a light blue in here as well, but we're not going to use light blue because I don't have light blue paint for you to use. So I just don't want you to use light blue, just use regular blue. That's if you're going with the cool colors. If you would like to do warm colors, which are the colors I did on my first painting here, these are the colors that remind you of things that are kind of hot. So I've got orange, yellow, red, and pink. All those kind of remind me, of fire. This kind of reminds me when you get hot and your face turns kind of reddish pink. Okay? Those are the colors you can use for your warm colors. I'm going to do cool colors because my last painting was warm colors. Now when we're planning, if I want something to be the color violet, I'm going to put a V in that area. I did not press very hard when I did that because when I paint, I just don't want to be able to see that underneath. And then in that area, I'm just going to take my colored pencil and just kind of scribble so I know that all of that is also violet. Now, the trick is the section that touches this cannot be violet. At least I want you to try not to. So that means we're doing our background first. So this big triangle is violet. So that means this big triangle cannot be violet, but this one can. So I'll do this one violet too. V for violet. Okay? So these two cannot be violet, but maybe I'm going to do those two dark green. So for dark green, I'm going to put D, G for dark green, so I don't get it mixed up with light green, just in case. And I'm going to kind of lightly scribble in that area a little bit, just so I remember. Then anything touching violet here can't be violet. So this can be blue. Okay. This one here can be blue. This one here cannot be blue because I already have blue touching this space. So I'm going to do this, and it can't be violet. So it leaves me with light green. The lighter green. Okay? This little itty bitty section here cannot be light green, but it could be violet because they're not technically touching, or it could be blue. So I'm just going to do violet, little V in there. Here I maybe will do, I can do dark green because it's not technically touching the dark green. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing this all around, trying not to let anything touch.